wanted to make a move on him right there.
And it's all closing down. Could be 4 trucks under a blanket. White flag for Mike Skinner.
Looks like Skinner's going to pretty much go home unmolested. As I said, nobody's made a move on him all night. Butch Miller's got 2 last shots at Joe Ruttman off of, and there you see Bliss trying to put the move on Toby Butler.
Looking high on the outside, back straightaway, final time.
Butch is trying him on the outside, Mike.
Butch Miller goes to work, feints high, looks low, comes up high again. It'll be single file, no change of position. Skinner wins it. Ruttman is second.
Dennis Setzer looking for his first. Oh, and the truck right slides out. He gets loose. And here comes Skinner back on the inside.
Every time he gets in front, Ned, something happens.
I don't know if when you mentioned earlier that a truck gets up behind you, it takes a little air off the spoiler. If that got him loose going in there, I don't know. But he's on the final lap. He's got one more shot and doesn't look like a good one. He's too far back now.
I tell you what, something could have happened. He's dropped back awfully far, but I'll tell you what, give it to Dennis Setzer. What a great, hard job of driving.
Tremendous race also for third. Going into turn 3 as Rick Corelli gets on the inside of the car number 16 as we watch these leaders.
30 closing. Here's Corelli going at it with Hornaday in the final moments. They're coming down to the line. At the stripe, give the win to truck number 3. Across the line, it will be Skinner, followed by Setzer, Hornaday.
Because he knows I'm sitting there watching, and he's going to say, you know, man, I tried all I could do.
White flag waving over the field here at Heartland Park. Your leader in the Papa John 16 is Hornaday. There's Labonte in third in the 5. Todd Bodine is 4th. And Skinner is 5th in the 3 as they work toward turn 1. Last trip around, it's 1.8 miles here. Little smoke out of Hornaday's truck, downshifting for that second corner.
I think you're going to have to see a lot of smoke out of that thing to beat him. He's, you know, Ron Hornaday's a good road racer.
Yeah.
You know, we've been coming to Sears Point, you know, a lot in the West Coast. And Hornaday's always one of the guys that wins that Saturday show.
I believe he's won the Southwest Tour race.
Right, and he just dominates that thing. So we know he's a great road racer.
Terry Labonte in the 5, up to 3rd again. Todd Bodine is 4th. There's Skinner in the 3. Your 2 leaders working through the S's. This is the final lap here at Heartland Park. The Heartland Tailgate 175. Ron Hornaday in the 16 leads him off the last corner. Looks like he's going to lead all but 1 lap. The lap to halfway. Hornaday off the final turn with Ruttman right behind him. This is the battle for 4th. Skinner gives Bodine a bump in the tailgate there. The checkered flag waving. Hornaday is your winner in truck number 16. Ron Hornaday picks up the inaugural Super Truck visit to Heartland Park in Topeka. Very happy Hornaday.
Ups in here. White flag. Look at him bumping and beating back there in the pack. St. Amant coming up on the inside of Benson, trying to make the move for second spot. The leader, Skinner, is gone. The battle is for second, back through about 9th position, and it is a melee. Wow! And spins right in front of him, and everybody missed him. And so the dash to the checkered.
And they spin and wreck up there again.
Wrecked up in 3 and 4. Skinner takes the checkered flag. St. Amant wrecking down the back stretch, and 2 or 3 more of them. Following Mahoney, gets right up, gets him a touch, lets him know he's there. White flag, has to go, he's alongside, and they will go doorpost to doorpost for the whole lap. They're going to get a whole lot better.
Oh, if they go up the hill a little bit, they can put the room coming off. Here they come, and Skinner's right back there.
Take me out, dig me a hole. Here they come to the checkered flag. Who's it going to be? I think it may be too close to call. It is Bobby.
Man, are these truck races unbelievable? Wow.
What is that, about the 4th or 5th time this year they finished?
Ron Hornaday tosses that truck around. He's got a very aggressive style as he takes the white flag. Leaves nothing in that truck unused. That's one reason that Dale Earnhardt tapped him to drive his Super Truck. Comes up the hill, that's for 3.
You know, he doesn't look like he's backed off any, but sometimes when you do, Dorsey, that upsets your rhythm so much.
Well, they yelled at me all day to back off, and you're exactly right. I said, you know, when everything's working good, you don't want to maybe back off, start making mistakes.
5th place battle, let's pick it up because Toby Butler and Dave Resendiz are going to be back at it once again. No, Resendiz was there. That might have been his best shot on this, the last lap to get Toby Butler.
Yeah, he locked up at the top of turn 2 there, did a good catch. I'll tell you that. Most time you do that, you go off into the tire wall. He gathered it up and lost a lot of ground.
They were just a truck length apart.
Butler's got Scott Lagacy in his sights now, but I don't think there's enough time for him.
Butch Miller catching Bill Sedgwick in the 75. have a couple of passes here on this final lap. Ron in the dirt again.
He's consistent.
Yeah.
That's his line, and by God, nobody's taking it from him either.
That's right.
He was a little easier off the corner there. He has see picking the right front tire up there, but that's normal as you come through those S's there.
The white and black flag going out to Steve Portengay. That smoke continues to 33.
Black and white, that's the checkers.
No, not that one. Not yet.
Oh.
2 flags. 1 black, 1 white.
Oh, I see.
Here comes Hornaday down toward turn 11. This will be for the final time. Ron Hornaday in the Papa John's Pizza Chevrolet, looking for his 6th victory of 1995 in this inaugural Super Truck season. Comes out of 11 to turn 12. The little left-hand king heads for home. Checkered flag.
Good job. Real good, guys.
Wally Dottleback comes home.
Those boys behind him, because they got to be tired of watching this thing lead laps at Indianapolis. He's in the final turn, a final tour of the 2/3 mile. Indianapolis Raceway Park Oval. The Cummins 200 is history. Mike Skinner down the backstretch. The fans on their feet as he enters turn 3 off turn 4 and will take the checkered flag. He has still led every single lap run in the trucks at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Hats off. That's his first.
Well, here comes Musgrave. He's got the better of Skinner going down into turn 1. Whoa, boys. He got him.
Got him there. Last lap.
Oh, I don't know. Skinner ain't going to give it up.
No, he's staying right with him. Skinner's going to start outside tomorrow, the front row. First effort for Richard Childress and Winston Cup.
Here comes our winner off the turn 4.
Here comes the winner down out of 4. And Jack Sprague is going to win again. 4th career win. 2nd in a row at Phoenix. And here they come at
Whoa, that was close. I believe the 99 got it, but I believe that was close.
Rochester, Michigan. 7th Resendiz, 8th Chuck Bound. Here comes the leader, white flag. White flag as he goes around Curtis Markham. He is lapping the 13th place truck right now. That's the kind of pace that Jack Sprague has been setting, going for the three-peat here in Phoenix.
Unbelievable.
There's a great law term that applies to this one. Nolo contendere, no contest. It's all Jack Sprague winning for the 3rd time in succession here in Phoenix. Let's go down to the Quaker.
It looks like we're going to have our 5th different winner of 1997. White flag goes out, and there's 1 to go for Bickle. Darrell Waltrip hired him for consistency, and Bickle has proven his worth today. On the backstretch, final lap, coming down for the checkered flag. Down for the finish. Give the win to Wisconsin's great. Rich Bickle has done it, and the crowd is on their feet cheering. Second, white flag is in hand as they come up. White flag this time by. Bickle still got it. He's just got to go through 4 more corners, the backstretch, and it'll be his. It'll be 2 in a row. Dokken, Ruttman, Sprague, and Kenny Irwin back there makes a move on Ruttman. Kenny Irwin trying to get through. Final lap. Sprague closes him down. Sprague closes in on Bickle. Bickle off 4, smooth, pulls it back, hits it, comes to the line. Give the victory for the 2nd straight week to the Sears Die-Hard truck. It is Bickle across. Let's go to Steve Burns.
The white flag is out, and Ron Hornaday has 1 lap to go. Jay Sauter right on the bumper of Rich Bickle. Bickle, the point leader. Hornaday, last year's champion. Down the back, straight away, no contest. For Ron Hornaday, he will pick up his 12th career win. Rich Bickle will finish 2nd. A great run for the checkers there, and Jay Sauter gave him all he could.
Sure did.
Truck ahead. Move out of the way, Tom Hubert. Here comes Stacy Compton down to the bottom. And Bickle is inside Crawford right behind them, while Ron Hornaday is going to run away to the win. Rocket restart. Ron Hornaday. Wife Lindy looking on. Checkered flag. 3 in a row. Hornaday. 2nd to Mike Bliss. 3rd to Stacy Compton.
Now back onto the drag strip. The front 2. Sauter,
Sprague, Ruttman, Hornaday. Again, Sprague's situation yet to be clarified as he went straight from turn 7 to turn 9.
Jay got about 9 more corners, just needs to be smooth here. There you see Ruttman moving to the inside. Sprague shuts the door as they come out of the right-hander there. This again is the new part of the racetrack.
NASCAR has just confirmed on the radio that they will, because we only have a lap to go, they will assess a 15-second penalty to the 24 truck at the end of the event. So wherever Jack Sprague comes across the line, they will then move him back 15 seconds, and he may only lose a couple or 3 positions as spread out as some of these spots are right now. But that means now
Sauter's out of fuel.
Sauter is out of fuel. Sauter is out of fuel, the race leader. Sauter is out of fuel, and that means Ruttman is now the leader. Remember, Sprague is going to get a penalty, so the 80 truck is now the leader. There he is, Joe Ruttman.
Eli, he come up about 3 or 4 corners short.
Here they come back to the straightaway, and there is Jay Sauter in sight of his second victory. Will Lind can't believe it, the team manager. They rolled the bones. It came up snake eyes. Joe Ruttman coming to the stripe from wire to wire. Checkered flag. Joe Ruttman wins the Lundlook 275. And
start-finish line, white flag is in the air. Now, does he have enough gasoline? Is the fuel pressure gauge steady, or is it fluctuating?
Man, these guys are white-knuckling it down to the wire. Less than a lap to go at Watkins Glen. The race is theirs, baby. He hasn't done much wrong today. It'd be a shame for it to all go away now. There's the gap back to Bliss. Valiant charge throughout the afternoon. Traffic hung him up when it mattered most.
Ron Fellows told us both in Texas that he would love to do something with NASCAR next year, be it a truck, the Craftsman Truck Series, the Busch Series, Winston Cup.
He had trouble at Texas with the blown motor. He had mechanical problems at Topeka. 25th and 33rd certainly don't speak to this guy's ability to drive a car or a truck. Today, he's been the top cat here at the Parts America 150. And now it begins to look like he's going to make it. Benny, here's your checkered flag for Ron Fellows, who starts.
I like Ernie's chances and glues it to the bottom as they come to the white flag.
Almost contact between the 28 and the 2. White flag is in the air. Next time by. Looks like Bickle's going to win this thing. It looks like Ernie Irvin will take over second. Hensley could not follow.
Robin beaten, banging down the backstretch. Now they come off the final corner. Bickle will win his 3rd truck race of the year. 2nd to Irvin, 3rd to Bliss, 4th to Hensley.
This is the battle. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Mike Wallace, the 52 Curling truck, is 2nd.
Flag will fly, 1 to go, 1 to decide second spot. Mike Bliss is en route to his first victory of 1997. He last won at I-70 Speedway in July of 96. This is the shootout. As we watch Mike, there's the gap. Who's going to make the move as they hit turn 3 and 4 for the final time? Irwin staying right in line. Kenny Irwin Jr., but Ernie Irvin comes up around the outside to make a doorpost to doorpost.
And that's going to let Mike Wallace run second spot. Now then we see those trucks slamming on each other. Once again slamming on each other as they come to the line. And it's Irwin.
Man, they never quit beating on each other. That was amazing.
Kenny here for that truck right there, Tony Range. He won here a year ago driving a Dodge truck. This time the nameplate is different, but the Pennzoil Ford is heading back to victory lane. Around Jay Sauter, Tony Raines loves the I-70 Speedway. He wins the yellow Freight 200. Good scramble at second spot. Ruttman, then Bliss, then
off the corner for the white flag. White flag will fly this time by, and for Ron Hornaday, it is half a lap to home. The final lap of Bristol Motor Speedway. He's driving away from Jack Sprague as expected. And Hornaday, on his 40th birthday, on Father's Day weekend, flames the checkered flag at Bristol and wins his 20th career NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Flag is in the air. Final lap for Mike Bliss, seeking his second win of the 1998 season as they mix it up for spots behind him. Chuck Bowen and Rick Crawford for 16th and 17th, and that is a race for position here on this final lap. Half a mile to go. And you ride with Mike Bliss as he comes off turn 4, looking for the checkered flag atop the starter stand.
Jack Sprague, there's contact. Sprague holds on to the spot. He's got a big donut. 1 lap to go. And up in the gray, he's up there for a lot of marbles. Right now, Hornaday down. Hornaday can win this race. Hornaday in the second. That would clinch the championship for Ron. Sprague. And they're going to make it run with a big speed. He comes up the racetrack. A huge crash. Big crash in turn number 2, but they will race to the checkered flag because it is behind them. So it is now up to Jack Sprague. He has to hope that Ron Hornaday spins it out. All Hornaday has to do is stay right where he is. It's going to be Sprague's victory. It's over. This thing's over. This is exactly what they had to do. Ron Hornaday wins the championship. Sprague wins the race. Sprague wins the race, but Ron Hornaday wins the championship. Listen to that crew.
Big flag this time by. Here we go. 6/10 of a mile for Ron Hornaday. The crowd is on its feet. It has been a soggy, soap-filled day, but it is going to be crisp $1,000 bills, a total of 100,000 of them coming to Ron Hornaday. And he has got a 2.5-second lead over Jack Sprague, his arch rival, coming across the line to win round number 3 of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Good job, Robert. Good job, everybody. The battle for fifth right there. Rick Correct.
With 1 truck-length advantage. Down into turn 1 and 2. Biffle has about a truck-length lead. If he doesn't make the mistake, it looks like it's going to be victory number 1 for Greg Biffle. It started out as a Tennessee Waltz. It's gone high gear, high speed, and guess what? Elvis didn't show up, but Greg Biffle sure did. Victory number 1 on the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Wow, look at Jack Roush and Randy Young.
He could make it 2 out of 3 in race victories.
Oh, and the 17 of Ted Christopher is off. He was running in 14th position. The white flag is out, so there will be no full course yellow.
And Ron Fellows is headed down that way. The leader is headed into turn 1. You'll see him go by in the back of the screen right here. There he goes.
So the leader makes it safely by Ted Christopher's stalled vehicle. This will be sweet revenge for the 87. I mean, Ron Fellows felt last week that the race got away from him, resulting in contact with Greg Biffle.
Yeah, it's really big. Be smooth. Good job, buddy.
Everybody talking to him on the radio, and he'll be talking to us in victory lane in just a few more corners because he's opened up a 3-second lead over that man, Mike Wallace. But take your hat off to Wallace. This will be his best career finish on a road course. His prior best was 10th. It looks like he's going to come home in 2nd spot.
All right, just keep it smooth. Just keep it smooth. Gap's still really big. Gap's real big.
2 more corners. Another guy who's going to have his best finish of the year, want to get a mention in, will be Lance Norwick. They've struggled all year. Right now, he's running in 9th, but you're looking at the man of the moment. It is Ron Fellows. For the 2nd time in 3 years, he'll look at the checkered flag and win here at Watkins Glen.
To the white flag that Tim Berman will display over the Milwaukee Mile. 1 more lap around.
Pressure from behind. No pressure from behind. White flag.
No pressure because Sprague right there is 2.1 seconds back.
No pressure at all.
Looking for the 3rd win of his career and the 3rd of the year. A having won in Memphis and Portland, Oregon. Add the Milwaukee Mile to Greg Biffle's list of wins. He takes the Milwaukee 200.
Good job, Greg. Great job.
To say the very least.
Exactly. I mean, that's like a dream come true when you had a truck that dominating all day, you know, to dominate.
The fifth from Andy Houston, and now the white flag waves.
Last lap for Greg Biffle. Biffle trying to win his 4th race of the season and move in on Sprague's point lead.
Mike Biffle has to know right now that the right front was gone on that truck on a similar run not long ago. He has to be worried.
I said Andy Houston, that was Marty Houston that lost the 5th position. In fact, Marty has dropped back now to the 7th position.
Off the final turn for the final time. 4th win of the season for Greg Biffle. Let's have a look at the rest of the field as they come across. Sauter beats Tolsma and Houston for that spot.
There it is. You got Jay Sauter and Greg Biffle, and Sauter with a great restart, 1 lap remaining. Great restart by Jay Sauter. Biffle, of course, critically, he's running right now in front of Setzer and Sprague. So Sprague has managed to move himself back into some positions for points, but there is going to be a shuffle heading into turn number 3. The last time that Jay Sauter won on a super speedway was Loudon in 1997. But for the 2nd week in a row, the number 3 is going to win the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. He takes round 24.
Way to go, Jay Bird. Way to go, bud. He gave me the truck to do it with.